Hi, I know it's been a while since my first video that I put online, and of course then I had the surgery and everything stopped. Then I tried to get back on my feet, did a bit too much and had a severe case of vertigo that hit, and I'm finally able to tape several sequences for you. I want to thank those of you who've written to me and dropped me notes about my surgery. I gotta admit, boy, it was hard. I am a polio survivor. I had polio as a child, and so I've had lots of surgeries in my life, with the first one being when I was 8 years old, but nothing prepared me for the one I had on December 29th. I got to tell you, that was the most pain I have ever remember enduring. Maybe it's because it was so recent, because I'm older, whatever the case may be, but it was a terrible, terrible time. I had loads of hardware in my foot, some pins through a toe, some screws out of the side of my foot. I still have 2 screws embedded in my foot that will always be there. So it was difficult for me. And yes, I did utilize those scooters, and I own one of the scooters, and so I did use that a good deal. But it was tough because I always had to keep my foot in a position where the hardware wasn't going to get knocked around, because the screws that were outside of my foot were about 3 inches outside to the right of my inner toe, and it went in the side of my foot, and then the ones at the top stuck out about maybe 3/4 of an inch, and so everything needed to be babied as I was enduring all of this. And going to the grocery store was just hilarious. I fell out of the cart several times. I actually pulled one of the pins out of one of my toes. I was a tough person to go through this, but it's all finally finished. I will never go through that again, because I won't ever allow them to do it to me again. Had I known it was going to be that painful, I probably would have done it. And I have to admit that on the day after, the second day after the surgery, I was ready to gnaw my foot off. It hurt so badly because I had to break a lot of bones, chip it in order to get it to be fixed. So it's over finally, and summer is here, and I am really pleased. It's June 23rd, 2007, because this will give you a lot, and any friends you may have, the opportunity to get up and running successfully for this coming academic year. Whenever I refer to years, please bear in mind that I mean an academic year. So it's from August through June or so, and July is kind of a quiet time. If you were to request some applications right now, they would probably tell you, oh, the application period is over, because they were thinking of last year. Most applications for scholarships aren't posted online until after Labor Day. There are some exceptions to that, and you might find some online already for the next year, but make sure in looking at it that you see it's for 2007-2008. Which is the upcoming academic year. You don't want to be using last year's application, because if you submitted it, they're not even going to look at it, because they're going to think you submitted it late. So make sure you're just looking very closely at what it is you're applying to. The good thing is that even if they're not yet listing the new applications, look at last year's, so you can get an idea. Most scholarships don't change their essay topics or even the competition rules too much from year to year, and you could start practicing now and putting together all of your data for your application, so that you can get a heads up on the actual application time. Okay, sorry I had to stop there. I don't know if you're going to notice the transition. I had to cough, and I didn't want to do it online on the video. I am very pleased. I've been able to tape several editions of How to Get Cash for College for you. I still need several more, but I do get tired. As a polio survivor, when I had polio, I was paralyzed from the neck down, and so now, as an older person, I am 55 years old, I sometimes have trouble talking for long lengths of time, and even though the videos are all very short, they're cumulative for me, and so I may not tape any more of these videos until maybe tomorrow or Monday, but I am going to try to put some information in them to give you a really nice finished video, but some of it may be a little rough. You'll notice there's not much of anything behind me because I'm working at my desk, and I don't have anything behind me. Everything that I put up or up on another wall, and there's no reason for me to switch the video camera, though I guess I could. Let's see here so that you can see I do have an office. Let's see if I can get it to go. Okay, see, there it is. All my book covers are on the wall, and there's the stuff there. So I don't tape it from that angle because I don't sit over there. I sit at my desk. So I hope that you will watch all of these videos, that you will continue to post comments and questions. It's always good to hear from students and parents and anyone involved in the application process. I don't know what else to say in this one except that I started at the beginning and went through. The very first video is still there, and I left it there on purpose, even though it is primarily focused on the FAFSA. I may do another one that gives you a little more information because I'm literally following the same outline that I used to do when I did a lot of these talks. Back between 92 and 2002, I literally did thousands of talks. There was some years I did 300 talks at schools, for businesses, at colleges, clubs, grandparent groups, PTAs. There were days when I'd do several talks in a day, and that got old really fast. So I chose to change to this format because more people will be able to get access to it. It's free. I hope that you will tell your friends, tell everybody about this, because this is a way for everyone to get a degree, to get some education, to be able to reach their goals. Even though this is the World Wide Web, you never know when you're going to come across someone that you might need. It could be that the student who's watching this right now will go on to become a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, an architect, a teacher, and somewhere in the future you may cross paths. Well, you want them to be the best educated, whatever they are, and that happens when they are able to pay for their college educations, go to the colleges of their choice, etc. So I hope you will share this with as many people as you can, up my ratings at YouTube, because it is important that we all help each other. That's what it's all about. A lot of times I will refer to my books. You can get those online at most of the bookstores that have their thing online, eBay. If you go to our website, cashforcollege.com, and you click that you want to buy a book, it immediately sends you to a bookstore website. Any of the other things that we have products like the academic year calendar, which is now available for the 2007-2008 year, the college journal, which helps you in your college visits, your college selections, the workbook, which goes along with the video series. Then get in touch with me, and or go to my website, go to the email. You can send it to me that way at ruiz@cashforcollege.com, and I will get them. I am getting ready also to start up an eBay store again, and it's under the name College Resources, and you may be able to get some good buys that way. So hope to hear from you soon. Bye.